We are live here at Lotto Land in Brookvale in Sydney. Here for what should be an exciting match between the Manly Seagulls and the Parramatta Eels. Luke Shaw leading his team out in a packed house here at Brookvale Oval. They'd love to get behind that team that has done so well in the SRL as they suffered their first defeat last week at this Oval, in fact, at the hands of the Melbourne Storm in the Battle of Brookvale. But they're looking to bounce back. Matty Harris, their enforcer, takes on Luke Short, the Parramatta Eels enforcer, which should be a very exciting match. Both teams are pretty good to start the years. The Eels have, in every single one of their games, have scored the same amount of tries as the opposition. Goal kicking being the difference in all three of their games. While the Seagulls started with 2 strong wins before suffering a last-minute try last week to lose to the Melbourne Storm. Kyle Lewis gets the ball on the team, ready to get this game started. Both teams will want to get off to a good start. With the Manly Seagulls, they're not expected to lose this game, but I wouldn't count the Eels out yet with how good their performances have been at Reece as they get started with Anthony McDonald, the man to charge it up. You get up towards the 20-metre line. That's a good first hit up there, taken down by Marlon Carrigan and Matt Harris. Jordan Marshall goes inside there to Cody Ogg. Ogg is away. That's a good little run there. Gets up towards the 40 now. Second tackle. They're going to go Jordan Marshall, spread it over a bit backwards there. Oh, they're going to have made an error here. What's going on here? Cherry Evans just can't hang on to it. Brad Goodwin ends up with it. A mistake on the first tackle. Manly Seagulls get a very early opportunity here as, well, that just about sums up the Eels game last week. 2 back-to-back errors to begin the game, and the Eels have the ball back. They get a little bit of a get-out-of-jail-free card there. That's very unforced error, very unexpected error by Manly there. That's given the first tackle fair. Marshall playing it there. Gives it over to Anthony McDonald. Hasn't scored an SRL try yet. One of the longest strouts of any current player who hasn't scored a try. So it goes over to Luke Shaw. That's a good run. Moving into the lock-forward role today. Expect his hands to be more on the ball than usual. He'll play it there just past the 30. Very short side. Evans. Over to Michael Crip looking for space. He has support on the inside, I think, but it looks like Cherry Evans drifted to the outside of him and he couldn't find the pass. Fourth tackle. This is good by Eels. Goes short there, Cherry Evans. Pushing his way forward, but he gets taken down there. That's the 5th tackle. Who's it going to be? It goes to Short. Looking for a try. It'll go over. Luke Short will score the opening try for the Seagulls in his new lock forward role. A crash play on the last. Works to perfection. And the Eels open the scoring here at Brookvale. A beautiful start there. Parramatta, they made an error to begin with, but Manly made one back. And when they go over distance on that second set, some good runs from Cody Ogg, and then followed by Michael Fred before Luke Short finds the gap to cross over. Nice pass out of dummy half there from Eddie Oliver to set up Luke Short. And it only took 3 minutes here, but the crowd has been just a little bit silenced now by the Parramatta Eels after their start. Manly got an opportunity potential for pressure on, but immediate miscommunication there from O'Donnell and Edwards. Sort of forced the mistake. Obviously, we know Isaac Edwards, last game in Manly colours, will be heading to Penrith next season. Not next season, but after this game. With O'Shea Ole going in his place. As they kick off now, Cherry Evans gives it there to Jordan Ford. It's a good run there, gets up to the 20. That's the first tackle now. Evans sends it out to McDonald. Hard run there into the gut of Matt Harris and Marlon Carrigan. That's the second tackle. They go over here. Jordan Marshall. Dummies and runs, but Dingle in a strong tackle. He's playing his first game and a half for quite a few seasons now. I think it said season 4 might have been the last time. As Shannon Freeburn, who's moved on to the wing this season, makes a good break there. Matt Harris is the man to wrap him up. Goes over to Christian McKay, I should say. He takes the set Lavera on the last. A good set off the point there by the Eels. Hopefully they can get to the kick there to put some pressure on. It goes to Luke Short again. Don't know if he was meant to be the kicking option. Kicks all the way down to O'Donnell now. And he gets around one. It's a good little play there. Rikamani comes across to make the tackle. Going towards the sideline. I think he'll stay in there though. And he will as KCK out the ball. Watch out. This could be dangerous. Jordan Ford around there to make the tackle. Crucial tackle on the Manly 5'8 fullback, whatever you want to call him at the moment. It's Matt Harris straight up the middle. That's a good run. Looking for the offload. He finds it. Dingo's in support. But luckily so is Christian McKay there to wrap him up. Third tackle now. Jordan Williams. Short ball there. Nicholas Eath is wrapped up there. The rookie, I believe this is his first start, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes here. It goes Brad Goodwin now, straight up the middle. That's a good run. Looking for support. He's gonna lose it there. And Luke Short dives on it. The skipper, who's always competing, was going back there and found the ball, dived on. I thought they might have been saying that it may have hit Rikamani's head and gone forward. Perhaps it did it and it was just a clean drop ball there from Brad Goodwin as the Eels survived. There was some good attack there from the Seagulls, but in the end it wasn't good enough. They spread it to Cherry Evans there. Wrapped up there by Nicholas Efer and what looks to be Kyle Lewis. Fourth tackle. They're spreading it once more. This time it's Cody Ogg. But another good tackle there on the strike centre, who's had a brilliant start to his SRL career. Very good in defence. And can be a handful for teamers. Oh, that's not good. Chris McCann's up with it. He's not going to kick it. And the Seagulls are going to force an error on the last again. And the Manly Seagulls get some good field position once more. They go short side now. Tyler Weston looking to go over the sideline. And Shannon Freeburg can't pull him over. That's the first tackle now. 8 minutes gone so far. Ralph sends a long ball over to Manny Harris, but Luke Short's there to meet him. Good tackle there by the skipper, meeting the Manly skipper. Chaz Digger over to KCK. Watch out, KCK is dangerous at fullback. He's wrapped up there by Jordan Ford, though. Third tackle now. Ralph. Short ball there. Oh, massive hit. No, Manny Harris has it. Oh, he's going to dive over. A massive hit. You want to watch the counting ball. Matt Harris gets it off. He bumps off a defender. And will cross in for the Manly Seagulls' second try of the game. Sorry, first try of the game. First try of the game for the Manly Seagulls. Second try of the game. Massive hit there by, I think that was Eddie Oliver. And then Luke Short just wasn't expecting that. Just gets bumped off. And it was big man against little man there. Manny Harris against Anthony McDonald. And it became too easy there for the skipper to score his third try of the season. And tie the game up. They've had the Heels have had quite a few errors to begin this game. And it took 3 opportunities, but eventually the Manly Seagulls managed to cross over with Kyle Lewis converting to make it 6-all after just 9 minutes. They started good in attack, but just they've been making a few errors, and it's eventually come undone with obviously the captain scoring there. I get the feeling it's going to be about the forward pack, especially Luke Short versus Manny Harris. The first try scorer was Luke Short. Manny Harris then backs up, said, "Whatever you can do, mate, I can do better." And it was first Luke Short, then Manny Harris. So maybe it's going to be them just scoring over tries. So it goes down to KCK, who receives the kickoff. And gives them to Manny Harris. This time it's Anthony McDonald. They're getting a bit of revenge for being ran over earlier in this game. Or I guess the last plays. It goes Dingo now. Short ball there to Marlon Kerrigan. He gets on the outside shoulder, but Marshall manages to pull him down. It's the second tackle. They choose to go short side. They send it over there. That looks like an error. We're going to say play on a hit the head of Dingo and he dives on it. Manly probably got a little bit lucky there. Dingo will play it there. Goodwin sends it to Weston. Short ball there to Kerrigan. Good run, but Luke Short and I think that's Eddie Oliver managed to get in there to wrap him up. Fourth tackle now. They send it long over there to Matty Harris. We know he's dangerous. Cody Ogg has to take him down. Not sure Cody Ogg expected to be tackling Matty Harris. Trying to force something there, Cody Ogg, I think. But it ends up giving away a penalty for held and tackle. And Manly now, we're going to go on the attack even more. The Eels have to watch out here. Manly, they have a very good attack inside that 20. The likes of Dingle and KCK. Of course, Matty Harris has already scored the try. We know how good they can be, but Marlon Kerrigan short ball. But Short and McDonald, who are so good in defence, just wrap him up there. There goes Matty Harris now. Runs over the top of Eddie Oliver. Looking for a double. He might get it. Oh, he is going to get it. He pushes forward. Riker Martin can't hold him up. And Matty Harris scores a double. They're going to check this one. In fact, that's a no try, but I think that ball's down there. If we have a look at another angle here, we can see it. Yep, Riker Martin not strong enough to keep Matty Harris up. And talk about the battle between Matty Harris and Luke Short. Matty Harris scores the next 2 tries after Luke Short scored the opening. And Matty Harris is a double inside 12 minutes. What a start to the game by him. A little bit of communication earlier, obviously. Dingo hit the head of him. I thought it may have been, you know, potentially a knock-on. But they've called it not a knock-on. And then they give away the penalty. They go downfield and Matty Harris finds some space to score his second try of the game. To put Manly Seagulls in front 12 minutes in. And it's now going to be waiting to see what Luke Short's response is. Luke Short scores the first try. Matty Harris scores the second try. The skippers are going at it. Surely that must mean I think Luke Short gets the next one to tie up the playing field. Because at the moment, Matty Harris is all over them. His hand's been involved in everything as Marshall gets ready to kick off now. It's his 4th try of the season in 4 games. He's scoring quite a few this season. They give it to Brad Goodwin this time. And I've had a good tackle there right down there. This time, I think that's Senenag, who's moved from the lock role to accommodate Luke Short moving to the lock, with Senenag's gone back out to that far second row position there, as Matty Harris there playing it. Goes over to Milo Kerrigan, straight through the gap. Oh, great tackle there by McDonald, just getting around his waist side to pull him down. Third tackle. Goes Dingo inside there to Jordan Williams, but Luke Short's the player to pull him down. Fourth tackle now. Goes Dingo. He chooses the kick early. It was over the 40, so it's not a 40-20, but he's kicking for field position, and that's a great kick for field position. He couldn't get his feet behind the 40-meter line, but he does manage to get the Eels coming off their own 10-meter line. And that's a good kick for position off the points. Great set. I think that's an ideal set off the points, you know. Nothing too crazy. If you can't score, nothing too crazy. Just go up the middle. Forwards up the middle. And then a kick early to get some good field position. As, once again, these two forwards, they keep linking with each other. Luke Short takes the first sit up there. It's going to be Jordan Marshall. Short ball for Andy McDonald. That's the second tackle. They're spreading it sideways. It's going to go over to Thomas Bendonka. That's the third tackle. Senenag. Short there to forward. Forward's up the middle. That's a good run. Finds the offload. Oh, great offload there to Luke Short. Pushes forward. Good play there. Eddie Oliver. Sends it out there. Short ball to Senenag. A good read there by what looks to be Jimmy Ralph and Kyle Lewis. They'll play it there. It goes back. Cherry Evans punts it over. Then it's his first kick of the day, so he's finally made it. Ben O'Donnell looked for some space, but oh, great chase off his own kick. Cherry Evans pulls him to the ground. And we finally have a bit of stability in this game. Lewis now. Dummies and goes himself. Read well there by Jordan Ford. They'll go, look to go short side if they will. Nicholas Efer gives it there to Isaac Edwards. That's a good run there. Getting him out of trouble, helping him up. He had O'Donnell in support. Couldn't find him that time. Had he found the pass? I feel like they could have gone the distance there. They spread it over here. This time it's Brad Goodwin. That's the fourth tackle now. They'll play it there. It's going to go there. Short ball to Matty Harris. He's had such a great start. Gets the offload now to Jimmy Ralph. His workload has been incredible to start this game, Matt Harris. That's the fifth tackle. Goes back to Isaac Edwards. Kicks down to Michael Crimp. Michael Crimp looking for space. Michael Crimp. Oh, that was a good little run there. But KSK was there to back him. But a good kick return nonetheless. Eddie Oliver. Inside ball there to Ford. Ford, they're just going at it. This time it's Ford and Brad Goodwin connecting. Play it there. Evans. Short there to Senenag. Nothing too crazy to set. Just set it up for what looks to be something. They're going to go back in the middle. Evans. Dummies and runs. Didn't have any support runners with him, so he just takes the tackle. Fourth tackle. They're spreading it through the hands, it seems. Marshall gives it on to Manu. Hasn't seen much ball yet. But Chaz Dingo is too experienced. He's not going to let him get through the line. And he makes a quality tackle on the Parramatta fullback. Marshall with the kick now. Gives it to Weston. Weston looking for space. He's a very quick player off the mark. But Marshall, again off his kick, makes a good tackle to bring him to the ground. It's Kerrigan now, second tackle. They're going to spread it through the hands. Lewis, over to KCK. That's a little good run. But it's a good take there by Jordan Ford once again. Goodwin now, looking for some space. Gets on the inside shoulder of McDonald, but manages to be taken down there. Fourth tackle now. Williams, short ball there to Milo Kerrigan. That's a good tackle there. Marshall and McKay read it quite well there. 20 minutes gone, if I remind the viewers. 12-6. So far, the only try scorers are both the skippers. Matty Harris getting a double for the Manly Seagulls. And for the Parramatta Eels, Luke Short scoring. Michael Cripp will go very close to the sideline there. But he managed to stay in. Cherry Evans. Long pass over to Eddie Oliver. He takes the tackle there. He's playing it now. They're going to go back inside here. In fact, Short, he saw the defenders rushing up on Rakamana and decided to hold the pass. Smart move there by the veteran forward. It's now Jordan Marshall straight for the line. That's a good run. Finds the offer to Barisic. Fourth tackle now. That's a good little play there from the Parramatta Eels. They go a long ball over to Luke Short. Short palms off one. That's a good fend. Can't find the support run as KCK manages to take him down. Good little play there. Who wants it? It goes Sherry Evans. He puts it high. In fact, it comes off one of the players. They're going to say play on though. But Mnunga's getting wrapped up there. Very lucky not get a penalty there. Apparently, I thought that was for sure an offside. Maybe they called it accidental offside. And Well, they survived. So we see the interchanges happen now. I believe that's Creed and Daniel Punch that have come on. With the likes of Matty Harris and Brad Goodwin being removed from the field at this moment in time. There's Luke Short, the skipper, giving away a penalty. And that's 2 penalties at the moment. You saw the ref there spoke to him and said, another one, you could be in the bin. So apparently it was going to watch out, but we saw the last trial was off a penalty. Maybe this one could be similar. Stimmy ref taps it there. Dingo. Short there to Marley Kerrigan. Good run up there. We can't... There's not Matt Harris on the field, so unfortunately he can't score the try, but they're making a hat-trick. But they're going to go inside there to Jordan Williams. Luke Short read the pass well and made a quality tackle on the lock forward. They spread it over. That's a good pass there to Goodwin. Had Cody Organ all sorts, but Jordan Marshall was there to help him out. Third tackle now. Playing it there. We're only 25 minutes out of watch for KCK. That's a good run, but Eddie Oliver's there to cover. After Luke Short missed the original tackle. That's the 4th tackle now. We go short ball here to Jordan Williams. Good red roll there by the Eels forward pack. And that's going to be 5th tackle now. It's going to be Ben O'Donnell puts the kick in, but it's going to go too deep. Dingo tries to tap it back in, but he couldn't. O'Donnell with the kicking duty. I'm not sure that was the plan. But either way, the Eels get out of jail there. That could have been very dangerous. As Marshall draws and passes there. Gives it in. Phoenix Murphy playing it. We're going out the back. Rockamon who struggled for space today. And he's going to struggle a little bit more. That's a very quality tackle there on the rookie fullback. Cherry Evans sends it over to Barisic. He had a very good performance last week. Obviously out-leaping Dom Pongston, I believe it was. For a try to get it back inside now. That's better by Rakamani. But still, Jordan Williams it is this time. A very good tackle on him. They've definitely done their homework on him. They go inside now to Luke Short. He's happy to take the hit up there. To set up for the last tackle. 15 minutes to go to halftime. Seagulls lead by 6. I get the feeling this one's going to be back and forth game, but the Eels can't let Man get any momentum in. They need to make sure to get down in this kick chase. Ooh, O'Donnell is dangerous every time he touches the ball. Once again there. He looked dangerous. Obviously, Ben O'Donnell started out at the Brisbane Broncos. Made a last-minute trade to the Manly Seagulls prior to the last round of the season, and well, he scored something like 3 tries in 4 games for Manly last season. I don't think he scored a try this season yet, so he's still waiting to break the duck. As Carl Lewis goes round, that's a quality pass to Chaz Dingo. Has support on the inside. Can't, unfortunately, beat Rakamanu. But that's a good run there. Dingo will play it there on the 30. Goodwin gives it to Jimmy Ralph. Short ball there to Williams. They're going to set up nice. It'll be able to put an attack and kick in here. 5th tackle now. 20 metres out. Who's it going to? It's going to go to Dingo. He puts it high. Not the greatest kick. In fact, a bit too shallow. Taken well by Cody Ogg. They get on him. But the Eels survive. It's been a while since either team's made an error after a lot of errors were early in this game. It's embarrassing. This is what he was doing last week. Finds the offload, in fact, to Phoenix Murphy. He'll play it there just short of the 40. They're going to go out wide now. Sends it over to Senadag. Getting up towards the 50. He's playing it there, 3rd tackle. Short ball there to Barisic once more. He's been very good the past couple of weeks. Looking to continue his form. Goes out the back, finds a cut-up pass there to Crimp. He just stands still for a second. Decides to run anywhere. Edwards has to make the tackle. I don't know why he stood still when he caught it. I think he got a little bit dazed there for a second. Maybe we have to get him off for HIA at all. Evans wasn't meant to get the ball there. He can't find the kick. And a disappointing last tackle option again for the Eels. And they get that right. They really had an opportunity there to put some pressure on the likes of O'Donnell. You know, and the Man team as a whole. But now, looking dangerous. It's Edwards straight up the middle. That's a good run. Edwards isn't looking good. Rakamani makes a brilliant tackle on the little centre/half. They'll play it there on the 30. Cut up ball there to Daniel Punch. McKay and Jordan Ford are back there. Sorry, Barisic, I should say. They go short. Carl Lewis dummies and run the foot. They're looking for a short ball, but Murphy was there to cover if they went for it. That's the 3rd tackle. This is looking like a good set for the Seagulls. They're going to cut up ball. Marla Kerrigan there. Good run there by the 2nd rower. Goes Chaz Dingo, sends it over to Creed. Oh, Alex Chapman just put on his backside. Phoenix Murphy gives it to him. The rookies, that's a great kit there. They're going to kick high. Tapped back for Casey Katie's in. It all started from that Isaac Edwards run after the miscommunication on the last. They tried to put a bit of pressure with the hit by Phoenix Murphy, but it wasn't enough. Dinglewood is putting it high. A tap back there from, not even sure who, might have been Ethan Goodwin. But KCK, the scramble defense wasn't good enough. He makes it look a meal of it, and he scores over. And it's just the captain affair here. This captain, the vice captain now for the Manly Seagulls. And the only player to score for the Eels is the captain. It's a captain affair. Fitness means Senadags due for a try, so the trifecta, yeah, I guess you want to call it the trifecta. Not really trifecta. The don't even know what the word is for it. The quads. Complete. You want to complete the series. Get all captains or vice captains to score a try in this game, and make it the only one that scores, because that's currently what's happened. But 31 minutes gone. The Manly Seagulls lead 18 points to 6. 8 minutes to go till half-time, and the Eels were disappointed. They started to get a little bit more momentum, but they couldn't keep KCK out there after they've had a few errors. And the Manly Seagulls, they've been pretty much perfect this game, other than a few errors early on, which led to Luke Short scoring. Other than that, though, they've been pretty much perfect, as Marlo Kerrigan now with the ball. He gets up towards the 30. This is a good start to the set. Gonna go there. Oh, juggle there by Daniel Punch. He eventually regathers it before taking a tackle there. Goes out the back. Alex Chapman gets it on to Nicholas Aoife. Short ball there. They read it well, and he gets a quick play to ball now. Inside ball there to Edwards. He's had a very good game so far. He continues it, finds an offload there to Nicholas Aoife. That's the 5th tackle now. On the 40. They'll play it there. They need to find something. A good kick return here by the Eels would be in order. Kick it over there. Shannon Freeman has a bit of space. He scored one last week, but the Manly defense was there. Marlo Kerrigan and Chaz Dinger there to make tackle. Great tackle there. Goes Barisic once more. Barisic, he's been playing very well. Finds another offload. Some to Eddie Oliver, but they lose meters off that offload. 2nd tackle now. Plays it there. Marshall gives it to Og. Goes out to Freeburn. Freeburn with a bit of space. Has support on the inside to Og. Can't find him though. That's the 3rd tackle there. They go Marshall. Dummies and runs. Pushed back there by Dingo. Pretty much a wasted tackle count. Doesn't do anything there. 4th tackle. Eddie Oliver. Short ball there to Christian McCann again. Just not doing much of those last 2 tackles. They made some good meters, but they can't keep it up. 5th tackle now. 5 minutes to go to halftime. Marshall puts it in the air. Fires it back there to O'Donnell. Watch out here. O'Donnell's looking for some space. He finds a bit of it. A couple of defenders chasing. Rockamani gets back there, but again up towards the 50. He was just letting them make too many meters there. Either it is there with the ball. 2nd tackle just past the 50. They go long ball out to Edwards. That's read well there. Taken down by Cherry Evans, and I think that's... I'm totally sure of it. It might be Mendonca on the outside there. They go short side here. O'Donnell. That's the 4th tackle. They play it there. Goes Nicholas Aoife looking for some space. He's had a very high work rate so far in this game. Pushes up towards the 20, but very good performance by him. 5th tackle now. Good. It's good little kick there. Little chipper kick in the air. Taken well by Manu. Riker Manu, sorry, Michael Crippen is in the space. It was a good little kick, but no one wanted a bar of it. Michael Crimp's come away with it, and he's going to go the distance for a length of the field try. And that's what the Eels needed going into the break. Great performance there. It was a good little chip kick, putting under lots of pressure like Manu it was. No one wanted a bar of it. And Michael Crimp winds up, catches it at pace, and before you knew it, he was straight into space. The disappointing there was that not even that bad of a kick, just went straight up in the air. And Michael Crimp timed his run to perfection, caught it on the full, and just bolted. He's a very quick player, Michael Crimp. We know how skillful he is given space, and you can't give him that much space, and he'll make you work for it. And he made them work for it and went straight through and scores the try that puts the Eels in a better position heading into half-time. 2 minutes to go still. The Eels could put on a good set here. You never know. It could be 18-all heading into half-time. And unfortunately, Michael Crimp, though, he scores. But he breaks the streak of only captains or vice-captains scoring in this game. Oh, well. As Lewis looks to kick back off. 18 points to 12 to score. 2 minutes to remain in this contest as McKay takes it up there, gets past the 10-meter line. That's a good run there. It's the 1st tackle. Oliver gives it there to Senate. That's a good run. Finds the offload, in fact, to short. That's a good little run there by Senate. Second tackle now. Go out the back to Rakamanu. Looking for some step once again, though. They've done their homework on Rakamanu. He is not gaining any sort of momentum today. They send it out there to Cherry Evans. That's a good little run there. Playing it on the fourth tackle, just past the 50. They go short side now. Long pass over the top there to Mark Crip, the try scorer. He might go over the sideline here, and he will. And they won't get the last tackle kip. 20 seconds to go to halftime. Don't imagine too much would happen in these plays. It's a good run, good little play there, but he didn't cut and field early enough. And Isaac Edwards, who's probably had his best game he's had in about 2 seasons here today, especially in that center role. He gets taken out there, and unfortunately, it doesn't amount to anything with 15 seconds. Don't imagine the Seagulls will chance to run too much in this half. As all they do a bit, though. Brad Goodwin making the space. But that should round us out to halftime. The Manly Seagulls going in the lead, heading into halftime, 18 points to 12.
From video editing to thumbnail design, Flow Managing covers all of your YouTube and social media needs, relieving the stress of finding creative workers and giving you more time to be creative yourself. Why wait? Join Flow Managing and we will work for you.
We're back here in the second half of this game at Brookvale Oval, with the Eels getting the ball on the tee. Jordan Marshall ready to kick off here, and both teams had a pretty decent first half, a very good half. Either team could still win it, only 6 points the difference. But a few notables here as they kick back off, and I want to give a shout out there to Matty Harris, who might even take this shit up though. It's going to be Rex Buckingham take the first run up there, but Matty Harris 121 meters in that first half. What a performance it was, as that's a good run there from Daniel Punch, making some good meters. In fact, breaks past the tackles, ankle tap even. Jordan Marshall's eventually there to cover for him. But what an opening half there from Matty Harris. 121 meters, not to got mentioned that. An awesome half also by, as Rex Buckingham through. Sorry to cut myself off there. Rex Buckingham for the gap, but Mark Cripple also had 190 meters, but we're not done yet. Matty Harris had 2 tries in that first half. Maybe he can get the hat-trick. I don't know if I remember a prop forward ever getting a hat-trick, but maybe it could be today. Dummies in a run there by Kyle Lewis. Who wants it? Jordan Williams there to take the hit up. Not the 5th tackle option I would have liked. Don't get a kick away. And the Eels fire, but a very good set there. Daniel Punch and Rex Buckingham up the middle just looked absolutely deadly as Michael Crimp. That would clock him over 200 meters now. 200 meters roughly, and 6 line breaks so far today. Very good performance at Rakamanu, who's just been, so far at least, very underwhelming in that fullback role. Probably a little bit of a quiet performance. Has been, well, I wouldn't say in terms of lack of effort. I think Manly just got this game plan down to how to defeat him to a T at the moment, as Luke Shaw gives it short there to Jason Farrer. That's the 4th tackle. Goes over to Alistair Russell, looking for some space. And he'll get taken down there. 5th tackle now. Goes back. It's going to be Marshall to put in the kick. A good looking kick there. Down to Lee Simon, looking for some space. And oh, that's a good tackle there. Cody Ogg. We know about how good of a defender he is. Well, sorry, that might even be Thomas Bendonga there. My bad. My apologies. But Casey K now has some space. When he's dangerous, a couple of defenders get back there. They do, but he finds the offload to Jimmy Rao. He'll quickly play it there. Kyle Lewis sends it over to Jordan Williams, I should say. That's a good offload there to Chaz Dinger, but it's Redwell. Can't gain any space there. He'll play it on the 30. Goes through the hands there. Gets it to Edwards. He had a very good opening half, but he's wrapped up there on the 30. 4th tackle now. Gives it there to Rex Buckingham. Goes short there to Matty Harris. Already got 2 tries today. Had a very good first half, and he's wrapped up just past the 20. Dinglewood is now looking for a grubber kick, but he's dropped that one. And the Eels just survive. In fact, I don't know if he did drop it, but either way, the Eels dive on it. And they survive. Both teams are looking very dangerous. Luke Short, another player with a very good first half. 3 line breaks he had in that opening half, along with a tackle break and a decent 81 meters to go with it. As I'm going to send it back here. Luke Short again, that's a good break. They make that 4 line breaks and 2 tackle breaks. He'll get up towards, past the 50 in fact, past halfway. They send it over. It's Senate straight through a gap in fact. Senate finds the offload to Thomas Bendonka. Didn't need to throw it though. 4th tackle now. They're looking very good, the Eels, at the moment. Maybe this is it, but oh, an intercept throw. Jimmy Ralph now. He's looking for space. Jordan Marshall comes across to make the tackle, but the Eels just as they get on a bit of attack here. They throw an intercept now as Marlon Kerrigan goes back on the inside, but the Eels throw the Manly Seagulls throw an intercept. And now the Eels will restart their tackle count on the 40. Talk about a bit of drama. They're looking really good, both teams, but intercepts, and they couldn't capitalize on their opportunities. So they're going to go Shannon Free, but watch out, he's quick. A needed tackle there by Jimmy Ralph, that was. He's had probably his best game of the season so far. 2 try assists in that first half. It was a very strong performance there, helping Matty Harris get both his tries. So Cherry Evans short there to... Oh, Jacinda looking for a try. Maybe we can complete the series here. Get all 4 captains and vice captains to score. But 5th tackle. Goes Cherry Evans. Puts it high. Restart tackle count. And Rakamanu has it. They're going to say restart. Whoever got the ball first. Then Rakamanu does. They go short side here. Short ball there to Sananag. Playing it there. That's the first. Gives it there. And Cherry Evans is over. And now Jordan Marshall will have a kick to tie this game up 10 minutes after half-time. Just a little bit of a short ball there from dummy half. Eddie Oliver was. And Cherry Evans just takes on the line. Gets on the inside shoulder of KCK. And just goes down low, burrows, and goes over. Now Jordan Marshall, he has to kick this one now. The Eels are probably the only team we've had a notable goal kicker. Highest goal kicking stat is 50, so... He missed one from me last week, so I definitely would not say this is a give me. He lines it up, but he does get it. He slots it straight between the upright. 18 all the score. 30 minutes remaining in this game. It's anyone's still. As I've said, the Eels have won both their games. Sorry, the Eels have won or lost. All the games they've played, they've scored the same amount of tries as the opposition. But this game is getting close now. The Eels were down by 12 not so long ago, but 2 quick tries, obviously one on one side of half-time, one on the other side of half-time, has led to this lead occurring. It's just embarrassing. Very good last week. Takes a good run up there on towards the 20. He'll play it there. Eddie Oliver sends it over to Jordan Marshall. Short ball there to Alistair Russell. Pushes up there. Kerrigan and Harris are the players taken down. Go over here. Mendonca straight for a gap. He's looking for space. Goes back on the inside. Was looking for Barisic. But Ralph was there to cut between them and make a massive play there. It's Buckingham. Straight through the gap. The little hooker. His primary position took a playing in the forwards today. Finds it offload to Williams, but he didn't need. He's been very good, though, in that prop forward role at the moment. They go straight here. Over to KCK. KCK steps through the line, looking for a space back on the inside, but can't find it. Manu's the man to make the tackle. 3rd tackle now. Rex Buckingham looking for a try. That's a great tackle there. The Seagulls can still cancel out the try they just scored. Williams. Short ball there. Kerrigan. It's forward. And the Eels survive. Great call there. Very hard to make those forward calls when the ball's in the middle of the field, but I definitely agree. Looked like it floated forward there to Kerrigan. He sort of had to run, reach out to grab it. So, wasn't the greatest pass there by Jordan Williams. And now the Eels have an opportunity. The ball back pretty much. As they're going to go for an inside runner here. Back to Rakamanu. But still, the Seagulls just aren't letting him get any space. I don't even know if they've made a line break so far today. He just, every time he touches the ball, he's just wrapped up. As they go sideways now. The centre dag. Good run now on the 40. 4th tackle. They pass it back. They go on to kick early. Cherry Evans gets it over the top of KCK. It's a good kick, but they have to make sure they wrap him up here as he gains a little bit of momentum. But Eddie Oliver wraps up, but that's a great kick there from Cherry Evans. Had a bit more of an angle, but another penalty. This time it's Eddie Oliver. Giving away a penalty, and it's going to help pick you back the Manly Seagulls outside of their own end. They just put some pressure on. But just they do, it's a relieving penalty, helping them out of their own end. And by the end of the set, they'll probably be able to put an attack and kick in, which is not what the Eels really need right now. So that's not great by them. Just as they start to get a bit of momentum back. That's the first, though. Long pass over to Matty Harris. That's a good run, straight over top of one of them. Had a support runner. Couldn't find him, but he's been very terrific today, Matty Harris. Jordan Williams now. Finds the offload there to Jimmy Ralph. Looking for space, but no, he can't. Third tackle now. Long pass over to Marlon Kerrigan. He plays it there. Jimmy Ralph chooses to go short side here. Matty Harris, cut that ball, and he can score them. He can also set them up. Matty Harris, what a performance. This is one of the great prop forward performances at the moment. Matty Harris, he scored 2. He comes on the field and he sets one up. Tyler Weston it was. A beautiful cut-up ball. Weston, he's very quick off his feet. Has a very good acceleration off a standstill. And the Eels and the Seagulls strike back. This is a very important kick with how close these scores are. It could come down to goal kicking the difference. Obviously, the past 3 Eels game being decided by that. Kyle Lewis swings it round. He gets it though. He's a very good goal kicker. The only goals he's missed since last season, I believe. No, I take back that statement. He did miss a goal this season. But last season, the only goals he missed were in the grand final. And obviously he missed 3 on that day. So maybe it's just the case he got to him in that time. But he gets that one. 24-18 to score. 25 to go still. So plenty of time for the Eels to come back. But the Seagulls will take any try they can get at the moment. And great vision there by Jimmy Ralph. Matty Harris just saw him in that play. So just ran behind Jimmy Ralph at the last second. Said, give it to me. He wanted the ball. Jimmy Ralph listened to his skipper. And he threw a beautiful ball to Tyler Weston to set him up. As now Jordan Williams makes some good meters. Second tackle. Cut out ball there. Oh, it's going to hit the face of Kerrigan. They looked for the cut out ball, but they couldn't find it. Third tackle now. Dingo. Sends it to Lewis. Gives it there to Casey K. Finds the offload, in fact. To Lay Simon, look for space. He's going to be wrapped up there. Eddie Oliver it was, I think. No, Riker Martin, my apologies. This is looking good for the Seagulls. Have to stop them, the Eels. Rex Buckycap sets it up. Good run there. He'll take the settler. Goes back there. It's going to be Kyle Lewis to put in the kick. But a disappointing kick there. Cherry Evans ends up with it. And the Seagulls will play it there on the 30. He'll take that. Not the result the Manly Seagulls would have wanted, but the Seagulls will take it. Eels will take it, sorry. And they'll play it there just past the 40. We go short side here. Long cut-out ball there. Michael, well read there by Isaac Edwards and Lee Simon. They'll play it there, third tackle. No meters really gained so far. To the center, that's a better run than he had before. He'll play it there, fourth tackle now. Goes to Riker Manu. You can't leave him in for the entire time. He makes a line break this time. That's fifth tackle there on the 30. Fifth tackle. Which way is it going to go? Go to Cherry Evans. He punts it across field. No one's really there for it. It bounces up there for Ethan Goodwin. And oh, that's a great tackle. Keep him inside the 5 meter line. And now they have to work their way out of their own end. Send a long pass over to Jimmy Ralph. Risky ball to throw when you're 5 meters off your own line, but they'll play it there. Second tackle. Dingo gives it short there to Williams. That's the third tackle now. Gives it now to Matty Harris. Matty Harris straight up the middle. That's a good run. But how good he's been. Raikamanu has to wrap him up though. That's the fourth tackle now. They go send it out. This time to KCK. Good read though by Alistair Russell. KCK wrapped up. Fifth tackle. 20 minutes still to play. It's any team's game. I feel like the next stride's going to go a long way to winning this one. Goes deep. Down to Shannon Freeburn. Freeburn looking for some space. A good tackle there by Marlon Kerrigan on his return though. Seagulls are doing all the little stuff right. They just have to keep doing it. I get the feeling the Seagulls are definitely on top of this one. But if the Eels can just have a few things go away, they can definitely get themselves into a position to win this game. Inside ball there to Luke Short. He's been very, very good so far this game. His stint is likely coming to an end, though. A long cut-up ball, but an intercept now. This could be the opportunity if Manly score again. That might just be it. Punch or play it there just short the 30. Inside ball there to KCK. Well read by Eddie Oliver to wrap him up there. Second tackle. Jimmy Raff looking down dummy half. Palms off one. Wrapped up there by, I think that's Senanag. He'll play it there. Third tackle. It's going to go to Kyle Lewis. Short ball there to Brad Goodwin. He's also been very good since he's in the minutes he's played. Fourth tackle now. Long cut-out ball over to Marlon Kerrigan. That's good. Fifth tackle now. If they score here, it's going to make it the job that much harder for them to come back. Grubber kick. Hits the post and Brad Goodwin dives on it. Not the play the Eels were expecting. They were guarding around where the ball looked like it was going to go, but it collides with the upright. And Brad Goodwin dies on it, just taking the grounding. I like it there. And Brad Goodwin was not expecting that. And he grounds it. It was like a gift. Gift fell from heaven. The grubber kick was certainly heading towards KCK, but it collided with the upright. And all Brad Goodwin had to do was put his hand on it. And the Eagles extend their lead and makes that job that much harder for the Eels if they want to come back here. They've played very well, the Parramatta Eels, but at the moment it's not looking like it's going to be good enough. Lewis converts from front, 30 points to 18. Still 16 or so minutes remaining. They can definitely still come back. 2 tries in that amount of time is definitely... It's not necessarily easy, but it's definitely possible. And with how the Eels are playing, I can definitely say they can score quick tries. Obviously, flashback to that Eels, the game against the Storm where they scored, I think, 3 tries in a row to pretty much put that game out of reach for the Storm. As they give it there to Ben O'Donnell. Pushes forward there. That's the first tackle. Dingo gives it short there to Daniel Punch. He's had a very strong game so far too. Getting taken down there by Eddie Oliver. Second tackle. Sends it over there to Dingo. Gives it to Carrigan. Third tackle now. Dingo. Short ball there. Williams straight up the middle. This is a good run from Williams. Gets it offload and back to Ralph. Fourth tackle. He'll play it there. We have it short there. This time to Ben O'Donnell. He's looking for some meters. Well, he gets them. And McDonald and Alistair Russell the plays to pull him down. Goes back. Lewis. Not the greatest kick here, but Michael Crip runs onto it with speed. In fact, gets past Lee Simon, but unfortunately Edwards is there to wrap him up. So give it short ball there. That's a good ball. Saturdags through the line. Finds the offload, in fact, to Cherry Evans. Always in support, Cherry Evans. One of the best halves in the game. One of the most underrated halves, in my opinion. So they go back. Oh, that's going to be a miscommunication there. Ends up with Christian McKay. They were looking for, I think, Rakamani, but it just doesn't work out there. This time they find him. Send it back there to Michael Crip, but he's wrapped up. You see what's so far, it is all over the Eels. They send it there to Rakamani straight through the line. That's good. He has support on the outside. Can't find it, but he puts them in a position to put an attack and kick in. This is what they needed. As it ends up with McDonald. But McDonald straight through. He's pushing forward. He's pushing, but no. Ralph is there to help out. McDonald, he wasn't expecting that one. But and he's nearly ended up with finding a try off it. It's been a great try. Luke Short, it's like how similar to Luke Short scored as all. That pass I thought was a bit suspect. In fact, both those passes looked a little bit forward, but the ref says they were fine. Throw a long hard ball there to Carrigan. Third tackle. Tell you what, that was the most surprise. I don't think any player more surprised than McDonald to be in a line break there. He just wasn't expecting that. And it just worked out somehow. But Kerrigan takes it up there. Still 11 minutes to go. 11.5 minutes to go. But the Eels are going to have to find a try sooner rather than later at the moment as Dingo punts it into the backfield. Once again, Crimp is fielding it. And how dangerous he is given to space. Oh, that was looking dangerous. But KCK, he's very good in defense. Wraps him up there. Gives it short ball there to Jordan Ford. He'll be wrapped up there. Second tackle. They throw him and make an error. O'Donnell comes up with it after McDonald couldn't hand onto him. He makes up with a big shot. But now the Seagulls, if they score here, you can pretty much count them out. His second tackle there. He'll play it there. It's going to go. It's going to give it to Brad Goodwin there. He will center it up middle field. That's the third tackle now. They play it there. Ralph. Long ball over. There. Marlon Carrick can look for some space. Gets an offload, in fact, to Ethan Goodwin. That's the fourth tackle now. They'll play it there. They give it there to Kyle Lewis. Centering up middle field. He's going to be taking out the last tackle option. It's going to have to be Dingo to put in the kick. Looks like, in fact... Will it even be? Yeah, it will be. Dingo puts it high. That's a great little kick there. Taken well there by Shannon Freeburn. Like, it's still some amount to come back, but it's going to have to be sooner rather than later. They're going to make it soon. They throw. Eddie Oliver goes one way, decides to throw it to Jordan Marshall nearly over the sideline there. In fact, they give away a penalty. And, well, that's something the Eels can take. They'll march upfield. They need to get some meters here. Quite close to the side. Might be a bit difficult. They get a few, but not too many. They'll tap it on the 30. Just short of the 30. See McDonald talking to a few of his forwards. They want to find something as well. That's a great run there by McKay. It's going to get them up towards halfway on the first tackle. Breaking a couple loose Bailey's forwards. Seem to be a little bit fatigued out there. Goes over to Senatag. In fact, a lot of the Eels team seems to be rather fatigued at the moment. Goes over to McDonald. McDonald bumps off O'Donnell, who's playing in the middle at the moment. Not sure that's really where he usually plays, but they send it out. Now to Cody Ogg. Into some space. He's wrapped up there by Goodwin, though. Fourth tackle. This could be it. They're going straight up the middle now. Russell pushes forward there. That's a good run. Fifth tackle now. Goes Marshall. He puts it high. No one really wants it. Oh, no, KCK does. And that might just be about it. It wasn't a kicking option there. No one really competed. It was way too deep. And Marshall probably like to have his time over again if he could, because that wasn't the kick they needed. The Eels currently are staring down the barrel of potentially being, after such a good year they've had, they'll be 2-2. They'll be, in fact, not 2-2. They'll be 3-1, despite how good they've been. They've definitely been better than 3-1, but that's what they're looking like they're going to be at the moment. I should say 1-3. 1 win, 3 losses. If they can't come out to come back here. Goes Goodwin. Out to KCK. Gives it to Kyle Lewis. That's the third tackle. They'll play it there. Long pass over to Goodwin. That's a good run there. Goodwin look for space. Maybe they can finish it there. It ends up in the arms of Senatag. And luckily for the Eels, that isn't it yet. They still have another opportunity, but they're going to have to find it probably this set. And McDonald gets wrapped up there. Second tackle, 5 minutes to go. Senatag now pushing forward. Maybe an early kick is off the order here. So maybe that could prove them wrong. They're going to go over to Marshall. Dummies and runs, but no longer 40-20s down option. They have to find something here. They give it to McKay, who gives it short there to Senatag. Doing a bit of ball play now, McKay, but it's just not working out for them. 4 minutes to go. It's almost a miracle is needed for them to come back now. As good kick there down to Lee Simon. He gets wrapped up there. Maybe if they can force an error, an intercept or something, just something happens here. And they might be able to come back. It's going to go there, Daniel Punch. Good run there. Second tackle. Short ball there to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's quick. He's straight up the middle, takes it to Manu. Marshall's there, but Marshall manages to pull him down. A good run. In fact, I think that was Cody Ogg there. They go over to KCK. Good tackle there. Third tackle. Fourth tackle now. Go short ball there. It's going to be Milo Kerrigan. Fifth tackle. They're going to have to score this set if they somehow score next set. It's got to be the first couple of plays this set if they want anything. Maybe a kick return try is what they need. Down to Shannon Freeburn. But he's tackled there, and I think Seagulls, no matter what's happened, with 12 points in front, they should just win here. The Seagulls had a little bit of a moment where you thought maybe the Eels are going to come back, but ultimately hasn't. Although the game's not over yet, maybe they can get at least a consolation try here, the Eels. Goes over to Christian McKay, palms up one. He's been very good at lock forward roll. Gets it off to McDonald, but didn't need to throw that one. And he's dragged back there by Casey Kane, Milo Kerrigan. McKay gives it short there to Senatag. Fourth tackle now. Long cutout ball there to Michael Kremp, who's wrapped up there. Fifth tackle. Maybe they can get a consolation try here. Just something. Or maybe they can get a try here and give themselves one last play. Eddie Oliver puts it high. No one really wants it. It's Mark who comes down with it. Hold the phone, maybe. Don't catch the chickens with lads, but maybe there could be one last something. One last roll of the dice for the Eels. No one wanted them. Reckon line after being so quiet the entire game. Somehow just runs into it. And will score to give them just a little bit of something. Just a little bit. As they score, there's still 40 seconds remaining. They'll get a last play. But it'll have to be of something special if they want to come back. Marshall has to get it first, and he doesn't get it. It's a good try there by the Eels, to be fair. It was a good kick. Eddie Oliver it was, and Rakamani just came down with it, but they probably needed that try about 5 minutes ago, because they're not even going to be able to get through a set. They'll get one play here, the Eels. One play. I don't think we've ever seen a try off the kickoff in the SRL, so they're going to have to find something absolutely miracle. It's going to have to be an absolute miracle. As Lewis kicks off now, and the potential only set it to go on point anyways, so it's going to go down. Cherry Evans it is. Gives it to Jordan Ford, and he's trapped up there, just as we come to expect in the SRL. And the Sea Eagles are going to come away with the victory here. 30 points to 24. It was 18 to 12 at half time. And despite a few moments where it looked like the Eels were going to come back, because they scored 2 quick tries in that half. Open the scorings in the second half at least. But unfortunately, it wasn't good enough. Try scorers for the Eagles. Matty Harris scoring 2 tries in the opening 12 minutes. Brad Goodwin, KCK, and Tyler Weston have the other try scorers. While for the Eels, Rakamani, Cherry Evans, Luke Short, and Michael Crimp are your try scorers there. As we have a look at the stats here. Matty Harris, what a performance there. 1 try assist, 2 tries, 4 line breaks, 206 run meters, and 16 tackles. You're my man of the match. He was absolutely incredible. I also want to bring up Milo Kerrigan, who I think played a terrific game. 25 tackles for only 1 miss is very good, along with 3 line breaks and 156 run meters. I think that's a very good performance. Take a look at the Eels here. Mark Cripp's already their best player. I think Eddie Oliver also played good. That kick was absolutely brilliant there. It's at Rakamanu, even though it didn't lead to anything. Cherry Evans probably had one of his worst performances, although he did score a try. He still had 4 errors was there, but still kicked for a respectable 198 kick meters. I think McKay also, when he came back on a lock, was probably one of the better middles, and it was a really good replacement for Luke Short, who also, I think, had a brilliant game. But in the end, it wasn't good enough. Yeah, he gave away 3 penalties. It pretty much was what cost them. Other than that, the stats are mostly even. As we head into the next week, the Seagulls defeating the Eels. I'm your commissioner, Lachlan Martin, and your commentator for today's game. We'll see you next time.
Pan 5.